All right, last man standing. Hey, this is White Rock 85. Welcome to PA Deer Camp. This solo piece of it. This is the guys have gone, and now I'm here by myself for a couple days. It was kind of swapped the years before. I was here before they got here. Now I'm here after they left. So it'll just be me for a couple days, hanging around, a couple meals here and there, and just having a little bit of fun. Not planning on doing too much, so I always say I don't think this should be too long, but it always ends up getting too long. But I'm going to try to stick to it. But I'm going to head down to my stand this afternoon. It was raining hard all morning, windy, and still is a little windy. But I'm going to head down to my stand. The sun is starting to come out over my shoulder, as you can see here. And I'm going to go down to my stand and see if the deer are moving around this afternoon after this rain. So hopefully they will be. And hey, we'll go for it. I'm looking for 3 for 3. It's getting kind of down to the wire right now. It's not looking good for the home team, but maybe I'll have a 9th inning comeback. You never know. So let's head down to the stand. I'll go down there today. Probably going to go down there in the morning, and so I can take a walk after I sit for a bit, and we'll do that. But that's tomorrow. So for right now, let's head down to the stand. Just got into the stand, a nice covered stand. Should cut the wind down a little bit. And like I said, I'll be in here tomorrow with the heater on, probably Friday morning also. And then end it Friday morning, but that's Friday. Today's only Wednesday. We'll just go ahead and get quiet this afternoon. If any more rain comes, no issues. And we'll see if a deer comes along. That's what we're looking for. Oh, glad I'm inside. We got some sleet coming down. We might get some of that tonight also. I thought the sun was going to come out. I don't know what's going on here. But hey, I'm inside. I'm dry. And that's all that counts. And I still hope a deer comes by. Whatever. Let's make it happen. Well, end of shooting time. Go back to the cabin, get the heater going, and let's get some pasta going with some grass-fed ground beef that Mrs. Rook canned up for me. So let's get back to the cabin, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. It didn't work out this afternoon, but you never know. Here, take a look at this. One came right past this stand. 9:30 last night. Now it doesn't mean it's going to be here at 3:30 in the afternoon, but they're moving along here. So, all right, let's get back. Let's go ahead and get this pasta going. And organic ground beef, canned in 920, Mrs. Rook, and some pasta sauce and some tricolor rotinis. Put some garlic powder, chopped onion, some salt. Get that sauce heated up. I'm going to put it on the side where it'll stay warm, and then I'll get my water boiling for the pasta. Going to cook the full pound. I'll have, I guess it's only 12 ounces. Just have half tonight and then half on Friday night. So this will be excellent. Let's get this all cooking up. I think it's time. Really just heating that up. It's already cooked, so it just needs to be heated. Those chopped onions will come back to life a little bit, and we'll just let that simmer for a couple minutes, and then I'll get this water going. That was a really good dinner. That hit the spot. It wasn't fancy, just some pasta and some beef and a little spaghetti sauce. That really, from being here and just being out there today, and it's just a little bit of comfort food really did the trick there. I didn't mention anything about the movie that I put up last time in the deer camp video, but I'll mention it here. It's a little bit more informal, and that was the Manchurian Candidate, the old version, starring Frank Sinatra, Janet Leigh, Henry Silva, Angela Lansbury, a couple other guys that I can't remember their names, but you would know them if you saw their faces. And that was it was a nice take on the Manchurian Candidate, the new one that's out with Denzel Washington. It's a little bit different, just as brutal, but enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I'll put one in here or not, because I'm about to get into The Wire right now. Just about done dinner. It's almost 7ish. Got a fire in the wood stove over there, so I think it's time for The Wire, and going to enjoy it. Even the guys that came up said, "Oh yeah, that's really good," and we're going to enjoy it. So I'm going to kick back, probably another beer or so. Don't go too hard, and get up tomorrow morning, give it a go. Like I said, I'm going to go in the stand. I'm going to kind of make a little property loop and see if I can just do a little bit of still hunting and slow walking, etc., and rustle something up. Oh, I have some snow showers this morning, very light. Maybe we'll get a little bit more today, not expecting any accumulation, and then maybe partly sunny or partly cloudy this afternoon. Now, it's about 8 now. I'm going to hang in here a while. I'm going to walk down to Mike's stand, and a little bit later I'm going to sit here for a while. I got the heater going. Feels pretty good. And go ahead, I want to take a loop down to Eric's stand, and then go on the west side of our property here, and look on the hill for maybe a spot for this afternoon. Grab a chair and do maybe a little sit down. If not, I'll hit the stand up on the ridge here. It's quiet, I'll tell you that. I think I might have heard maybe one shot this morning, and it is Thursday. So the season's been open now for a good 6 days, and it's less and less guys in the woods. That's how it is, especially on private property and private area around it. It's kind of been a while since I've actually seen a deer, which it kind of gets sometimes a little discouraging, especially when I saw so many during the fall, and at least on the game cameras, and saw them around and up on the property and up in the field and things like that. Kind of gets you a little discouraged, but we'll hang in there. I mean, this property is, and now that it's been logged and it's done, is only going to improve over the next 5 to 10 years, that's for sure. Here's some video of a male fox that one of the guys that has a cabin up there took and sent to me. And he is right on the trail of a female fox that went through about 30 minutes earlier. And I'll tell you, he's got a really nice winter coat on him. He's a nice red fox. Well, there's the blind from the front. And just going to have to lower that window a little bit, I think. But, get some camo on that baby. You know me and camo. I'm going to go ahead and take a walk now. It's about 9:30ish. Go ahead and take a walk. It's probably going to take me a good 45 minutes or so, at least. So I'll get moving. Now here's the spring. It's really cutting across this road here. So, not great, but you can sort of make it around all the way from the other side, which isn't as bad. But we'll see if we have to end up doing something about this. Maybe the log guy should have done a better job cleaning this up. Goes up this way. Starts about right up here. I'm going to go ahead and climb out of here. Coming back up from Eric's stand at our southwest side here. bumped into a doe and a couple fawns. They weren't spooked at all, no tails up, nothing. Walked up real slow, and I could have had a shot, but no doe license, no interest in taking a doe in Pennsylvania anyway. But at least I bumped into something, broke my streak of not seeing any deer. So I'm going to come back here this afternoon, because you never know where a doe may be, bucks may follow. As you can see, almost 11 o'clock, just got in a few minutes ago. Time to take my boots and jacket off. But there on the left, that's the inside, 39.2. Same thing here, that one says 38.8 with the humidity. That's why I put that other one in there for the humidity just to see. And you can see 28.8 outside. There's only one thing to do at this point. Let's go over here. Mr. Heater. Pilot. There we go. That'll be glowing red in no time. And hey, if you got a cabin like this, you're thinking about that, that's just one of the best things we ever did, is putting in one of these Mr. Heaters and the big tank outside to supply it. But these Mr. Heaters can run off those propane tanks. You can get it anywhere, drugstore, Lowe's, Home Depot, etc. And I do have an Amazon storefront for the channel. Everything that you purchase goes into the cabin. I don't get cash. I get credit back on Amazon, and I buy things for the cabin, whether it's Blue Pot Cafe things or that solar panel out there. I paid part of that with some of that. So check out things, and it's really cabin things that I like and things that I kind of endorse, as far as I think they meet you know, my quality standards. And Mr. Heater is definitely one of them. So check out the store if you get a chance. You know, I'm not just asking you to. I'm not telling you to. I don't want to do that. But if you get a chance, check it out. There might be, find a few things on there that make your cabin life a little bit easier, and some of the things that you've seen around here. And there we are. We're glowing red. Might light a fire before I head out tonight. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. I was watching some baseball this past summer, and I saw one of the players on the Cardinals smudging. I did not know what smudging was. I kind of looked into it, did a lot of lookups on YouTube as far as how to do it properly, how to take it seriously. And I'm going to do that in the cabin now to release some of this negative energy that's in here. I have my sage bundle here, and in place of an eagle's feather, I have a turkey feather. Smudge the room and positive thoughts on what I want to occur, and then go ahead and open the windows and doors and release that negative energy out of the cabin. And sage, sacred medicine from our Native Americans. Get this lit, smudge myself in the feather, and I'll go around the cabin whisking. Go ahead and let this burn out naturally. Open some windows and let that out. Let those negative energies out. I'm over here on that west side of the property, and I think they're in here because this is the last area they got done. It's got the freshest tops on the trees that they might be in there browsing on. I'm not sure, but I walked down this area a few times. I just thought I saw a fresh scrape over here, so I rubbing the scrapes. I don't know if something is working here. It's not big, but it's something. So I'm just going to post up here the rest of the afternoon, and hopefully some good vibrations will come our way. We'll just got back in. Nothing this afternoon. Didn't see a thing. Heard one shot. It's about 5:17 now or so. Feels good in the cabin. I lit that fire beforehand, and oh boy, it's feeling really good in here. So I'm gonna get out of these hunting clothes, get into some comfy ones, get some broccoli cheddar chicken soup going. That's what's on tap for dinner tonight. And one thing, let's take a look at one of the ladies on the mountain. Got a nice doe today, so let's take a quick look at that.
Nice Tioga Mountain doe. How'd you get her?
I was sitting at my tree and she came running at me, and I thought I'm not going to have a chance at her, but she went down a little lower and then she stopped and I took a shot.
Well, that was a really nice one there, and I think that was a double lung shot, and very, very good. She uses the same caliber Sean does, a 7mm 08, and I used that for years and years and years. That was the one I gave to Sean for him to use as his deer rifle, and very, very nice caliber. Really liked it. So let's get out of this stuff here. Let's get the hunting clothes off, and let's get that soup going. It's gonna has to simmer for about 18, 20 minutes or so. So I think I'll just I'll get changed first before we go ahead and get anything going. But this is gonna be good. Just waiting for this to come to a boil. But the recipe calls for just water, and then put the soup in. But I added chicken, canned chicken from Mrs. Rook, and you see broccoli florets in there. Also put in some dried celery and dried onion, just to spice it up a bit. You gotta go a little outside the box here sometimes, you know? Spice it up. Got a nice roll here we're gonna do some garlic bread with. And here's our soup packet, a little simple kitchen. Creamy cheddar broccoli soup, so that's on tap. Go ahead and add our soup mix here. Go ahead and let this simmer for about, well, 10-15 minutes or so. For a little throw together dinner, that really turned out well. Enjoyed that, went back for seconds. Have just enough for lunch tomorrow, which will be great. Then I'll finish off that spaghetti tomorrow night, so no wasting. But yeah, that was good. That was pretty darn good. So got into a couple episodes of The Wire last night. Sort of setting characters, setting premise, and things like that. But it does look like it's going to get a lot deeper than it is right now. They kind of gave you, a couple hints of what's to come, which was nice. And I'm going to get into a few more episodes of that. And maybe tomorrow night I'll watch another one, but maybe I'll throw on some other kind of movie and maybe give you one that you can take a guess at. That's about what's in store for tonight. A little cold tomorrow morning, 22, and we'll get up and we'll make the last morning of the trip, and I'll close the blind up when I'm done and take care of that. You'll see that in the morning, but well, for right now, more of The Wire and a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of beverage here or there, and another good night's sleep. So everybody, 22 tonight. Put on an extra blanket, and I'll catch you in the morning. Last morning. Well, didn't see even a squirrel this morning. It was a nice morning, very calm, but did not hear a thing or see a thing. But that's how it goes, and I'm not giving up hunting anyway, up here, just because that happens. But let's take a look here. You know, we got the blind, and you see all this crapola that I gotta take back. So, first thing I think I'm gonna do, take my camera over here and move that tree up over here so I can see the stand a little bit better. Take some screws and screw that door shut. And I have a lock for it that I bought, but it's going to take a little bit to put that lock on and put some extra little 1x3s on there to put the lock on and everything. So I kind of decided I think that's going to be a spring project, along with getting this stand to where as far as camouflaged, and the ladder over here is a little bit on the too steep of an angle, and or not enough of an angle. I don't know. I want it to come down a little bit more this way, because it kind of throws you right. It's almost like you're trying to crawl up into that instead of climbing up into it. And of course, camouflage and get that roof painted different color. Thankful for Pete from Big M Hunting Blinds. I'll tell you what, though, I had a comfortable season in there. I was warm with the heater. When it rained, I didn't have to worry about anything. So I do appreciate that, Pete. And we could just get it to my likings as far as camoed up and everything, and a couple minor modifications just for me, and hey, it'll be perfect. I also have to do some things around here with some of this brush. I got to cut some of this down. I got to get some shooting lanes in here. I just didn't have enough time for that this year. But everything in good time. Everything in good time. Can't do everything overnight. And I think the guys realized maybe this year that it's more important to come up here on a regular basis, even if you're doing some scouting or things like that. So we'll see. You know, they kind of said that, but we'll see if it continues, because sometimes they say this stuff and then I never hear from them again. So we'll see. So I'm going to move the game camera, get that door screwed in, and get on back to the cabin. Well, over here in the Blue Pot Cafe, and I have something special here. There's a viewer or subscriber, Justin, that's part of the 28th Infantry Division, and they can trace their roots all the way back to Benjamin Franklin, from what I've read on some of the forums and Wikipedia, etc. Highly decorated infantry division, and I think Justin is now part of their National Guard. But he sends me or comments saying that he really appreciates the videos, and it kind of brings him back to PA, keeps him a little bit grounded when he's out there, and I think that's great. So I asked him his division, and he told me the 28th Infantry, and again, I think he's in Pennsylvania National Guard. And I really wanted to do this for him, so I have here the pin for the 28th Infantry Division, which is the Bloody Buckets. And they got that name from the Germans in World War II due to the design. As you can see, it looks like a little keystone from the Keystone State, and where it got its lineage from, and the red, and the Germans called it the Bloody Buckets, and I think they kind of like that, to tell you the truth. They went through a lot in World War I, they went through a lot World War II, and we're appreciative of our servicemen and women. So this one's for you, Justin. We're going to go ahead and put that up here on the in the Blue Pot, and it will be there forever, as far as I'm concerned. So let's get that up there. And there it is up there above the commemorative for Sean's great-great-grandfather and great-great-uncle. And there it is, the 28th Infantry Division. And I'm certainly glad to do things like that. And I think it's important that we honor and remember our servicemen and women, that's for sure. We are last afternoon. I'll be going home tomorrow morning, and instead of getting in a tree or a blind or sitting on the ground, I think I'm just going to go for a walk this afternoon and just do a little still hunting, just nice and slow through the woods, and kind of just loop around and end up back in the cabin about end of shooting time. So one last shot, and great time as always. Really enjoyed it. It was a little bit different from last year with the guys already being here, and then me staying a couple extra days. It was just a nice little quiet time, which was good. I certainly enjoyed it. So let's get going. Let's get going up this way and see what we can do. It is the end of shooting time. It is the end of my Pennsylvania hunt. Wasn't able to pull off the trifecta, but had a good time, and I think you might be able to see the cabin behind me just right at the end of shooting light. Kind of circled my way back, and like I said, very, very good time, and we'll do it again. How about next year? And I appreciate you coming along, and it was good to have a little bit of company. Been enjoying the wire so far. They're getting a little bit deeper. I think I'm into episode 4 now, I think, or 5 or something like that. So getting a little bit deeper, and things are starting to unfold a little bit. So I'll continue to watch that. But I tell you what, I am going to watch another movie tonight. How about if I put this frame in right now? I mean, just because it's 5 in the afternoon and I'll be watching it at 8 or 9 at night doesn't mean I can't pop it in right now. So here, take a guess at this one. I think it's going to be a layup for you. Fairly easy one, I'm sure, and I'm sure you're going to catch the movie. Happened to see this one with my dad in a movie theater when it came out, and I think we were just looking for something to do, and we went and saw a movie and enjoyed it. Like I said, good time. Glad you were with me. Go back in, a little soup for lunch today, and then have the leftover spaghetti tonight. No need to see that. I hope you can still see me here, besides the orange. I'm losing the light quickly. So I think I'll go ahead and end this video. And like I said, appreciate you coming with me. This is White Rook 85. Until next time, everybody take care, and certainly stay safe, that's for sure. Welcome to Deer Camp 2020. Welcome to PA Deer Camp 2023. Maybe it looks better like this. Well, I just wanted to take a couple minutes.
By the way, TT has 130,000. What many subscribers you got?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Man, he never gives me any cross promotion.
Well, why would you? You don't promote dog shit, Tom.
Whoa! What the fuck is that?
Find it, Tom, you want to make sure you weren't looking at it?
There's no tap.
It was a slow tap, aka acknowledgement.
But right behind me here, let's start again.
Oh, he's got. Oh, Tom, where's the pizza? Where's the pizza? He won 2 for 3 today.
You want 2 for 3?
You want 2 to? By the way, pizza's $10 a slice. If you want on, I gotta recoup some money.
Is there anything else I have to say? Besides that disgustingness?
He's just a good old boy. Was talking to his wife on the telly with a full boner.
I'm gonna have to be smarter.
I hit 3 minutes.
That was enough.
I'm gonna say that was like 145, 215.
Yeah, that was no, that was 245.
That's what I need to hear.
and Fat
That's
Rob
what I
Runner.
need to hear.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim.
Meathead?
Meathead.
Meathead.
Gonna go in here, Nope, that's too blue. Just gonna go get the coffee pots out and get the Timmy Hortons going. Oh, well, disco behind me here. Almost at Willikers. Almost at Williamsport. It finally stopped raining on us, or on me, I guess I should say. And well, just terrible. It's terrible. Delete this mess. So I asked Justin his what division or infantry or not infantry. Shut up over there. What are you doing? Really? Start this again?
I can't remember what I did.
The Pennsylvania rifle.
It
that's
is.
for sure.
That it is. I think
That's a
it was
Pennsylvania
wood.
classic. Oh, it
And
was
my
wood.
dad changed it out. So.
Okay.
All right.
Check out my North Carolina hunt, outfitter style, North Carolina. It's coming in today, probably a little on the heavier side. So, hey, White Rook 85, sporting the Winchester XPR in 350 Legend. I brought up to the cabin with me.
First time.
First time.
And it's working.
It ain't working as magic yet.
Yep. You better grab it because we look like nerds, and I won't be f***ing seen like that.
Never thought you'd team up with fucking Steve.
Oh, that's for sure.
Well, this is what happens when Cutie Pie's not here. Yeah.
Plus, he's gonna get some good camera shots. That's why.
Jack it to 100. And then make way for my hockey goalie bag when I come
The ozone
stomp
bag.
in at 8:15 that night like this.
Holy bag.
And takes over this whole area in the morning.
Yeah,
But that's
right.
fine. Sean's got 2 cups. Yeah. Sean's got 2 cups. Yeah. Sean's like this in the morning. You know, Sean's always late. Or eating his oatmeal or something. And Eric's getting ready. Sean's like on the little part of the table like this. And then Tom says, "Hey, Sean, why don't you get out of his way?"
Yeah, Sean, why are you taking up so much of his bed?
Sean, get out of the shot. All right, here he is. Medical man's getting ready to go out.
Get out of this shot.
Get out of the shop.
Sean, get out of the shot.
Sean ain't never up before 5:30.
No, he's always the last eater. He'll catch Eric before he leaves. It's usually like
I
a
don't
quick.
eat in the morning. So
Yeah. Well, now you know why. You have nowhere to sit and eat.
yeah.
The hockey goalie bag is legit.
Yeah, that thing's serious.
Yeah, it's $500 and it's scent free. Well, guess what? How many deer did you see today? None.
I don't know why you need scent free. You're fucking 16 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And the windows are closed.
That's
Because
why.
he's an all-in kind of a guy. That's why. All right, I'll turn the water off for the potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And cut.